captions are not captioning, but they should be. There they go. There they go. All right. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. I'm going to let the link get populated, and then we're going to go from there. I'm going to get the notification out to the text notification squad, and yeah. So I'll give you all a few moments to come in, and then we'll talk about it. We shall talk about it. We shall talk about it. All right. So let us. I just wish. I just wish that these websites would, these platforms would behave as you would think they should, but it doesn't seem like they're going to. So let's just continue to do what we have to do. All right, welcome in. I'm just waiting for this thing to get populated and for you all to come inside. We are having a healing retreat in June tentatively, right? In June tentatively, and in California tentatively. So we're going to be talking about that today, and then we're going to go forward from there. Okay, so the link should be up because I see you all beginning to come in. So let's go from there. Here we go. There is the link. Perfect. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, YouTube is doing something weird with my channel, and I don't know why this is happening. But when I sent somebody a link to my channel, and when I went to my channel, I saw none of my new videos there. Like, the only video that they show is the video, like the gay white man who was reading Black Men for Filth. But I was like, why is that the last video that I'm able to see? And I don't know what's going on, but I need to figure that out. But okay, so the link is here. Let me TKO text squad. All right, so here, let me just get this out. Welcome. All right. So there's 6 people here from YouTube. 6. And then I'm going to send out the notification. And this is why it's so important to have the text notification squad, because of platforms playing games like this. Let me go ahead and get this out. All right, that is sent. Now let me send out the notifications on Telegram. It's interesting that we have to do this ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Well, I have to do this myself in order to be able to get my message out to the masses. This is unbelievable. So here, La Fields is saying, just happened to see you live. See what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with this. I know what's going on. The word healing and retreat is in the thing, and that. Let me just go ahead. All right. So the text notification has been sent. The messages have been sent on. All right. Perfect. So here we go. We're up and running. Let me go ahead and get us live on these other platforms. And we'll talk about all of that in just a moment. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Instagram. And of course, we're live on YouTube. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome. So I just sent the notification out, and now people are starting to come in. We went from 6 to 21. Now we're at 31. There's 700 people on the text notification. Well, almost 800 people on the text notification squad now. So I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out and supporting the show, because all right. So I'm going to give you all a few moments to come on in. We were live a little bit earlier. We were live a little bit earlier, and as I got off, I realized that there were cash apps that had come in that I did not know had come in, right? So I decided to do a few things behind the scenes. I contacted the venue for the healing retreat for next year. I also created a sign up form for a new mailing list on my website. So I did these things since I was on last, and it's probably been a few hours since I was on. I don't know, because when you get to working, sometimes the time just continues to fly. So nonetheless, we are so divinely true. We don't know if it's going to be in California because I am preparing for anything to happen, right? Because we know that whenever you stretch outside of your comfort zone, whenever you do something big, Murphy's Law, whatever will happen, will happen. So I contacted the venue, and it's winter in California right now. The venue that we're going to is on a mountain. So because the venue's on a mountain, it gets snowy up there in the winter time. So they may not be inside of the office today, so I have to wait to hear back from them to find out if they're going to have space available. One of the things that I realized is that June is the time that is probably most popular in the summer. So it may be booked or whatever, but for right now, it's tentatively Southern California, right? Um, Tentatively June, the week of June 3rd. But if not, we are going to Joanna, why won't you be able to make it? Is that when you have your I don't want to say too much, but is that when you're doing your is it? So I don't know. So you tell us. You tell us. I'm sorry that that time doesn't work for you. When we did the survey earlier, most people said June was the best time for them. So so here we go. So listen, very quickly, I wanted to Eunice says she's beautiful and likes my podcast, and she's coming in from DC. So she's up here where it's cold too. Thank you, Eunice. We appreciate you being here. All right. So real quick, we were on a broadcast earlier where we were talking about being in pain, going through any number of journeys behind the scenes, not just for me, but for anybody, for you all. Why is Miss Dara weak? Oh my goodness. So oh wow, Lucci is saying her birthday is the 4th. Okay, okay. You know what? It's somebody else's birthday is that week. So we might have to, I want us to be out there for a week. So I want you to plan to be away for a week because we are going to be doing deeply some deeply healing work. And this is not something that I want to have in just a weekend. So I want you to plan for a full week to be away. I'm going to pull out all the stops in every modality that I am an expert in and bring experts in the modalities in which they're experts in, like having a yogi come in to do yoga with us each morning. So we'll probably do like a sunrise yoga, and we'll be cooking our vegetarian dishes together, and we'll have our healing workshops during the day. And then we'll give you time to, to hike and to explore the town and stuff like that. So what we what Robert Cool? Oh my goodness, Sierra says her birthday is the 2nd. Can you drink wine? Listen, we are what are you talking about? Oh my god, what green vegan? I say I say plan for being away for a week. That's what I say. I say plan for being away for a week because what we'll probably do is we'll probably do the first day everybody comes in and meets and gets acclimated, and then the last day is when people are leaving, etc. So the first day and the last day will probably be optional, but the itinerary is not created yet. We are at the very early stages. We got some winos in the house begging for alcohol. I am going to say, look, we're going to be doing a lot of hypnotherapy during this time, right? And when you go into hypnosis, it's important for you to not be under the influence of drugs and alcohol. So for you winos out there that feel like you're not going to be able to go 5 to 7 days without your liquor, this now is the time. Now is the time for you to start going to whatever support meetings you need to be at. Go do whatever it is that you need to do to break your addiction so that we can have a retreat in which you are there of sound mind and body. Oh my goodness. Lucci's talking about you barely drink. Were you the one who won last year's smoky eye contest, and you were haranguing people to make sure that you were the one with the best smoky eye? Listen, 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 listen. Exactly, Key. Fresh juice, coconut. Okay, so Angela is coming good. So we have 6 months to prepare. And so green vegan, so you all feel that you're going to be sneaking out into the woods to drink? Listen, if this is how you are feeling right now, that you're going to have to sneak out to get your alcohol, this is you need this. You need to dry out. This is unbelievable. I can't but So Lucci is talking about some other stuff I cannot read aloud. Anyway, let me go forward. Let me go forward. Coffee is saying, "Oh, Coffee, I'm so glad you're on because you were one of the people who sent me an apple and you deserve your dance." So I'm going to do the super apple dance. We're going to be doing that in a moment. So, yes. So skilly. So this is something that I've been wanting to do for years. Oh my goodness. Some of you are saying things that are not legal in all states. Sepang, thank you. They got AA out in South Africa. Listen, some of you are going to have to go get yourself together. The thing about it, cutie, is that the vegan girl is the one talking about coming there to intoxicate herself. If anything, I thought that you were going to be the teetotaler. I didn't know that you were going to be out here corrupting other people in the woods with your Mary Jane and alcohol. This is too much. This is too much. Isabel is saying, I am not a young black woman. Would it be okay to join? I'm on something like this, on something like this, because I know your target audience is young black women. Well, I believe Angela Kowar is not a black woman either, right, Angie? Talk to us. Angie, aren't you I don't know. You can't tell people nowadays, but it seems like Divinely says we are legal in California. Listen, it is not federally legal, so stop your nonsense. You go over there and find yourself in some troubles. Look, we it's important. You know what? Listen, I'm gonna mind my business, but I'm gonna say this. We're going to be on a serious tip. We're going to be doing a lot of hypnotherapy. Some grape. Listen, now people are making jokes in the comments, and I'm trying to be serious. Listen, this is too much. I want to get away from you all. I want to get away from you all with this foolishness. Just, you know what? There's some people that seem like they're already tipsy. I'm done. Listen, so nonetheless, right? Nonetheless, we're going to be doing a lot of hypnotherapy, so it's important that you're not under the influence of alcohol or intoxicants like marijuana, hallucinogens, and all of that. It's important that you are sober, completely sober. Oh my goodness. Listen, green vegan, you're gonna have to leave that 33% at the gate. You have to- you all are so silly. You all are so silly. So yes, you know what? I just came on for a moment. You all are incorrigible. You all are incorrigible. So we will be, listen. So my idea so far is that we will have daily morning yoga. I wonder if there's a way for us to do yoga more than once in a day. No, 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 no. Just once, just once, just once. Yoga once in the morning should be fine. So we'll get started with about half hour of yoga each morning. Um Divinely says I can go a week without her Mary Jane for her healing. Yes. No, there's no shrooms, there's no intoxicants, there's no psychedelics, there's none of that. Angela, are you 100% Black American? I didn't realize that. It must be a different Angie that we have on the text notification squad that is, but her name is, she calls herself Angela, and we had her on, this was way back when I had the studio audience. She was there, and I thought her name was Angela Cowart, but I'm not exactly sure. Okay. So, let me see. Are men allowed? Not to my knowledge. This is because not for this one. This one is just going to be women. Because you know what's going to happen is we don't get the bang for the buck. So it's like if we open it up for men, we don't get enough male enrollment to be able to make the sacrifice of having men at the retreat um worth the what do you call that, the allowance, you know what I mean? So every time that I've ever had anything, any type of healing, anything, and have opened it up for men, they don't show up. Like one will show up, and then it just makes it more difficult to be able to have a I don't know. You know what? We'll do a survey. 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 All right. But for the time being, right, in the description, there is a link to subscribe to my newsletter. The people on the text notification squad will be first to know about the details on how to book. Then it will be the people on the mailing list, right? Miss Tiff says, why the hell would we bring men? We are trying to get space from them. LMAO. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Men will be taking their shots the whole week, no rest. What type of shots? What shots? Like injections? Hypodermic? None of that is allowed. Can't really let it all hang out in front of men anyway. Leave all children at home. Yes, no children. Mischief is saying, I won't go if men go. Sorry. Listen. Why do I allow you all to have your comments on the screens? Why do I do this? People talking about shots. I don't know if they're talking about back shots, alcohol shots, hypodermic needle shots. You know, the word shot can mean so many different things. Shot can mean shoot your shot, like shooting your shot at the women who were there. So back shots is sex. Shoot your shot is flirting. Shots can also be alcohol. Shots can be hypodermic needle, which is drugs. So there's no type of shots that's allowed. Oh, Sapang is saying asking the women out trying to find wives. Okay, so you're talking about shooting your shot. Okay, 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 my bad. Okay, okay. I'm a caretaker, maybe a drink on the plane. I'm starting to think you're not joking, Green Vegan. And if that is the case, you're really going to have to look into your alcohol dependency. Because if you over there getting swervy on the plane, trying to cram in all your liquor before you land so that you could finally go on a drought, this is not, no, you need to start figuring out, what is happening with you and your alcohol dependence right now, because there are a lot of people who are dependent on alcohol. And if you know that that is you, you have 6 months to really address this so that you're not out here, fiending. You know what I'm saying? Sierra is saying healing and openness is for everyone, but I get it. Tonya, that's you who went to back shots. I mean, but that's a type of shot. Shooting up the you know what? I don't like that term shooting up the club. I don't like that because we have too many violent terms that refer to intercourse. And somebody wrote in my comment section, and I told her to examine, why she's so comfortable with using these violent terms to refer to intercourse with a woman. Notice they don't have these violent terms to refer to intercourse with other men. Raw intercourse is not called shooting out the cave and all this other stuff, blowing up the rectum. What, they don't have that. But when it comes to women's bodies, the internal misogyny, hatred, and phallocracy is so deeply embedded that we allow words like that to, or phrases like that to become popularized, and we need to stop it. We need to stop it. So, um, all right. So skilly. So you know what? So if you have a healing modality of which you have been trained and are proficient, you can write me and I will see, because besides, so we're definitely going to be doing hypnotherapy. I want each person to be able to get some one-on-one time, some one-on-one coaching with me. We're going to be hiking in the woods. We're going to be doing yoga in the mornings, and we're going to be doing some therapeutic stuff. We're going to be, of course, doing hypnotherapeutic journeys as well as some other therapies that we'll do at the retreat, but will be talked about behind the scenes, right? Wrecking the wrecked. I just I don't know what to say about some of you all. So nonetheless, here we go. So I'm just going to leave this here. We'll do some more talking about it. I'm waiting to hear back from the venue, and I'm also going to let this sit over my spirit. We're going to, you know what I would really love, right? I would really love a certified Black female yoga teacher, right? Or maybe we should have a Black male yoga teacher, the only man on the scene, get us doing our stretching in the morning. I don't know. 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 Listen. We can, you know what? We can do a vote. We can do a vote. We can do a vote. We can, but you know what? I, okay, we can do a vote. We can do a vote. We can do a vote. Neek says, I've never been hiking. How is that possible? Hiking is just walking in off the beaten path. That's all hiking is. You just walk in the woods or up a trail. You've never in your whole life ever walked up a trail. Maybe we shouldn't call it hiking then. We'll just call it walking in the woods and up some rocks. You know what? We're gonna have such a good time. The venue that I'm thinking of, it's up on a mountain, so there's this way far out area where you could just see all across the way. And so we're going to go out there, we're going to do some hollering. We're going to do some we're going to do some things that we can only do in person. You know what I mean? So we're going to participate in some healing that can only happen. I'm sorry, my I got to get the captions back up. It's having an error for some reason. Give me 1 second, you all. All right, there we go. All right. So, I don't want you all to put any names here. What I would like is if you all can send me emails. Go to tonyatko.com, click on contact. And so here, you've been told that hiking is strenuous. You know, the it's not. You know, you're thinking of something exaggerated. It's we're not doing any of that. We're just going to walk in the woods, be out with nature. We're going to be on a mountain, so we're just going to do some hiking through the we're going to be on a nature preserve. So it's going to be an enclosed area and we're just going to do some hiking around there. We're going to be staying in cabins and all right, let's do our we'll do our survey. So we'll probably have a professional come. I'm gonna bring my healing bowl, my practitioner bowl, and help attune people. We're gonna do some chakra balancing. We're gonna do some cord cutting. We're going to do cosmic cord cutting. We're going to do some manifestation. We're going to do some inner child journey. We're going to do some past life regression. We're going to do a lot of different things to help you um we're going to do some psychodrama, some NLP. We're going to do a bunch of different things. We're going to do some gestalt. We're going to do a bunch of different things. So let's do a quick survey. So text notification squad, I appreciate you all being here. We got 105 people on YouTube, so I appreciate that. The date is going to be on or around the week of June 3rd. That's when they're having the full moon. And so we're going to be out there for the full moon so that we can do our ceremonies in the full moon. We're going to be women in the wild. Woman in the wild, right? So we're going to be doing a lot of different therapies. So let us get our survey going. Let's get our survey going. All right. If we should have men at the retreat, put up a 1. If you feel men should be at the retreat, put up a 1. If you do not feel that men should be at the retreat, put up a 0. So those are the numbers right there. So if you feel men should be there, put up a 1. If 0 men should be there, put up a 0. So let's see. Let's see. All right, come on. All right. Hey, Vanessa, are you coming out? Okay, so Sophia says, so there's one person voting for the 1. All right, 2 people voting for men. There's a lot of 0s. There's a lot of 0s. Monique. Delia said 1. Somebody has to carry the bag. That is so inappropriate. Nick is saying, I see a lot of assumptions are being made about a simple comment. Lesai. Are you talking about me? Are you talking about other people? I don't know. So we only had 2 1s and 1 person saying we needed male physical labor. All right. Kubi, this is bad. So I guess he has resigned. Okay. So no men for the first go round. D Farm is saying, I don't see why men should be left out. Are you a man, D Farm? D Farm, are you a man? All right. So we have 20 more seconds to do the voting. Alicia saying we could teach them. All right. Let's see. Greetings, Mrs. Matthews. All right. SJ's talking about go create Love Island somewhere. All right. So let's go forward into the next survey. All right. So the next survey is, should it only be Black women? If it should only be Black women, put up the number 2. If it should be women of any race, put up the number 3. So we have a minute on the clock. So let's do that. Come on, let's see the numbers. So 2 for black women, 3 for women of any race. All right. All right. So Bronx Bayou, so let's see. Okay, so it looks like there's 2s and 3s. All right. So there's 2s and 3s. All right. I don't feel like exposing racism and colorism while I'm supposed to be retreating. We get enough gaslighting at home. Well, one thing that you have to remember, this is one thing that you do have to remember about my platform is, and you know, and I've done seminars and stuff like that before. And one of the things that you have to remember is the type of white person that is on my platform is not the type of white person who is not open to hearing critique, unfamiliar with Black people and stuff like that. So I don't know. So I see that the votes were I say about, what was it? About 2/5, 3/5. All right. So I see that there are, oh, hold on. I have to, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm actually gonna be going to a happy hour myself, you know. So you know what? Listen, why don't we do this? Why don't we, oh, no, this is going to be a small retreat. No, 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 no. This is not going to be a retreat with hundreds of people at it. This is going to be a retreat with like 25 people. So it's not going to be a lot of, you talking about only 15 or so. No, 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 no. This is going to be a small retreat where we're going to be able to have a close-knit, intimate time with one another. So, yeah, so no, so this is not going to be like a huge retreat, but I do want you all to know, because we have some people like Christelle Tanso. She is white. She's in Norway, right? And she was at the Christmas party and the makeup party too, right? you Mrs. Matthews is talking about Dr. Joy LeGry, look, it's not going to be one of those. It's not going to be one of those type of retreats. It's going to be a healing retreat, not necessarily a Black healing retreat. So what we can do, oh, is there somebody who, oh, you know what? We are definitely going to have, we're going to have music. So we're going to make art. We're going to paint. We're going to be making music. There's a lot of different things that we're going to be doing. And so, so yeah. So you know what? We'll do a vote. Text notification squad, we'll do a vote because, you know what? As a matter of fact, I think what we can do, right? What we can do is if we want to do one for Black women, what we can do is we can do this retreat first. And then if we want to have a smaller, more intimate gathering of just Black women focusing on Black female issues, because the purpose of this healing retreat is to heal from childhood wounds, to cut the cords of old relationships, to do a shift on the inside, and to recalibrate your energy, to clear out your chakras, to heal the inner child. And so the things that we're doing on this trip are not Black specific. So I encourage Black women to come because Black women, we need a lot of healing. But I don't want to discourage other people from coming who also need healing and are not aggressive Caucasians or aggressive in Caucasity. Do you know what I mean? So that is, oh, and then look, Asteroidia, all of you who know Asteroidia, who she is Black presenting, but she is mixed. So what do we do for a person like her who's Black presenting but is mixed? Dipped in indigo, what do you identify as? Do you identify as Black or mixed? All right. So on that note, somebody said cut cords on waning moons. We're gonna cut cords during the full moon. We're gonna be making music. We're gonna be making art, and we're gonna be out there in the full moon. That's how we doing it. That's how we doing it this year. That's how we doing it. We don't have, you know what? We don't have Karens in our mix. They expose themselves very early on. They really do. They really do. How am I wrong today? Asteroidia? You have to, I don't, I just black. Black. All right. All right. All right. All right. Cherie says this one needs to be us. You know, when I think about that in my spirit, I know that for this one there will be no men, but I also feel like for this one it will be mixed company. And it'll be mixed company. It'll be women, so we are going to go out there and but we definitely, I mean, there might even be an opportunity here for us to have a seminar one day of all of the Black female participants. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. We'll see how it works out. But the whole event. All right. So, all right. So there we go, right? There we go. All right. So there we go. So that's the basic gist of it. That's the basic gist of it. Miss Matthews says, "Me been celibate over a decade. Men in the woods, not a good idea." Well, well, well. That might be the best idea, honey. Cause all that could be a healing in and of itself. All that pent up energy, you turn into a wolf in the wild. My. Black presenting does not equal Black. This is how a lot of Black people be getting in trouble. Because we let people into the cookout, and the next thing you know, they start moving their people in. Their mother is white, they look Black, and the next thing you know, You've been replaced. The food is going to be vegetarian. It we shall see the chef that we're able to get to come up and do the catering. So we'll have to see, but there's we have some time to kind of figure that out. Listen, listen, over a decade of celibacy, we need to work on the price range. I don't know yet until I won't know until we can get the space booked and until we start figuring out what all of the costs are. But it is, and then there's also with the experts coming in, they have to be paid. The cost of the van to get up the mountain and back and forth for the groceries, that has to be paid. The food that we're going to eat, that has to be paid for. So I'm expecting, let me I mean, we could do a survey right now. We could do a survey right now, but I know that the cost, I mean, I could find out what you all are looking at in terms of pocket, but so we're going to be staying on a nature preserve in cabins, right? For the trip is going to be a 7-day trip, right? And so maybe I need to put up a survey page and let people do their survey. Listen, listen, Mrs. Matthews, you have 6 months to be able to quell the sleeping dragon, if that's what you need to do. You got 6 months to get yourself together so that you're not over there nibbling on the ear of the shuttle bus driver. You know what I mean? Why on Gullah Island? Why? I don't. There's no woods over on Gullah Island. So come on, let's do our survey. So 7 days in the woods with your cabin and the food and included. So what is your budget? Let's see how realistic we're being right now. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not covering people's airfare. You're gonna have to cover your own airfare. We're talking about cabin. It's in California for right now. Right now, it's tentatively California, in the mountains of California. So the type of food that they're serving on Gullah Island is most likely not the type of vegetarian food that we're going to be eating, Mrs. Matthews. So I don't know what to tell you, my dear. So so let's see what these budgets are. So Dip is saying 15K I can't do. I need a mod discount. Wait, hold on. I need to understand what you're saying. So we're saying 5K, 2.5, 1 through 2. Miss Tiff is talking about 800. Miss Tiff, we're talking about 7 days. 800 can't even cover doesn't even cover $100 a day. So this definitely not going to be there. 5 to 10, 2 to 3. Come on, let's see these numbers. 1K, 2 to 3. Takesha talk about 800. I said 7 days, girl. 5 to 7 should be maybe, I think, in Cali. 500 to 1,000-ish. 1K, 2K. Okay, so I can see that this is going to be a lot smaller than than 25 people. So listen, 850, you talking about per night? You talking about Are you talking about 850 a day? Okay, let's see. 100 people, that would be 100K. We don't have enough. We don't have the capacity for 100 people. This is a small, intimate affair. Life of Destiny is saying the more people, it should be cheaper, right? Okay. If 20 of you are going to stay in a cabin, of course. And then you all could be lined on the floor and you could just play hopscotch over each other as you're jumping to the bathroom. Listen. Ain't gonna be no Zoom. 5 days in Cabo was 900. Yeah, you see people getting the life beat out of them down in Mexico too. So you go there for your 500. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. You go on. You go on. So Dipped in Indigo said no, not a slave cabin. I'm about to check these apples. Oh my goodness. Wow. Listen. Teresa saying I can buy a car with 10K. Okay, you could buy a car with 500. Listen, I'm gonna tell you all this, right? Not no 2K a day, but I will tell you all this, right? I will tell you all this, that if we want to have Oh, look, damn, I'm getting worried. Not me talking about all this ish about the non-blacks and not being able to afford this 10K trip. It's not going to be, it shouldn't be 10K. I am thinking that it would be somewhere around, I'm thinking that it'll be somewhere around 3K. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it'll be somewhere around 3K. And at that, with 5 months to save, come on, some of you mathematicians. I went to Cancun and got food poisoning and bit by a black spider, and hospital bill was 1K for 7 days. Never again. It's not going to be 1,500. Not for the 7 days. It'll most likely be about 3K, but we'll see. We'll see. So that's what I am. And you know what? And listen, I promise you, I am. We're not negotiating the price. Once the price is set, the price is what it is, and then people will have to do what it is that they need to do to be able to make it happen. Because we're not going to talk about we're not going to talk about we're not going to talk about bringing in a yoga instructor and a chef and a van and room and board for 7 days, and then we can be talking about $700, and then we go we go we gonna be out there. We gonna be out there with a yoga instructor with their clothes falling off of them and cigarette burn marks on them, talking about how about it's the downward dog. No, we're not gonna be doing that. We're not gonna be doing that. We're gonna be going to be able to get away. Miss Tiff is saying most wellness retreats are 2,500 to 8K. Listen, there are people out there coming right out the box. There was a I remember when I first heard about Coot Blackson. Coot Blackson did his first retreat, first retreat for $10,000 each person. People had to to sell their items to be able, the people who really wanted to go had to sell their items to be able to get there. So, The green vegan said, I'd never been to something like this. Well, once you pay that price, it might lead you to drinking. Constant said 700. They will be trying to feed us squirrels. This is what I'm saying. This is what I mean, listen, let me tell you something. Coop Blackson did his very first retreat was with a man, right? That he charged 25 listen, he charged $25,000 to this man. The man was an executive. He charged $25,000 and he took him to India. Listen. He took him to India. Took his passport and his return ticket and made him write his last will and testament. And the man had to fight his way. Listen, the man had to fight his way back. The man had to fight his way back from not being satisfied in life. Right? I'm thinking it'll be about that. So we'll see. But you know what? It'll be, if you want your own cabin, the price will be different. So I'm not taking your passport and tossing you onto a train in India. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. He offered him the chance to want to live again. He charged him $25,000 and took his passport, his return home ticket, and made him write his last will and testament. And then the man had to fight his way back into wanting to live again. Listen. So, So we ain't doing that. Oh, you know what? I gotta get ready. I gotta go. My happy hour is starting. So listen, I don't know. The man came back alive. He said he was so grateful. He said he was so grateful for what happened. He started working with him. I guess he needed a job after that. But he started working with him after that. So they became very close. He was his first client. He wasn't even trained or anything. He just felt this calling on the inside. And just QT said, well, that'll do it. Listen. Man, oh man, I don't know what to say, but I appreciate each and every one of you. What is that I hear? All right, welcome in. You all are too funny. All right, so we received a super apple. Where is my thing? The thing, I gotta pull this thing up. I don't know where it's at. Hold on, my thing is not here. There it is. All right, so Coffee Beans sends $100 and says, thank you, Tonya. I'm ready for this retreat. Thank you. And yes, I am Success sent $5. Carol sends 6 and says, great live, 613. She's in England, so she might be sleeping by now. All right. And then Lena sends $100 and says, you're my hero. Thank you for helping me heal. You're welcome. Thank you all for the love and support. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So I appreciate the love and support. Let me send you all your hearts, etc. Thank you all so much. Thank you. So, can you share the name of the cabins you want to Google? Sierra. Let me just tell you something, Sierra. Let me tell you something now, just so that we're all on the same page. Just so that we're all on the same page. Um the oh, uh-oh, my battery is low. Oh my goodness. All right, I got to get this plugged up. Let me say this right now. The targeted audience for this retreat are people who are coming out for the healing. That is the targeted audience. If you're coming out for the accommodations, or you're coming out for the vacation, or you're coming out for anything other than the healing, then this is not for you. And I need to write up a whole entire page because I want to narrow down who is coming out. If $3,000 is a stretch or is hard or brings you distress, right? Then this is not the time for you. My goal is to bring people forward who hear this and they feel it in their spirit and they know that it's for them. That there's no question about it, that it is for, that you say, you hear it and you say, you know what? I'm there. Whether the cabins are going to be in California or in the woods of North Carolina, because I already know whenever you try something outside of your comfort zone, something always goes awry. So I don't know if a week beforehand, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a backup plan and we're going to have to be able to stay flexible, because if anything can happen, it will happen. And so so I will say this: be prepared to want this. Be prepared to want this. Be prepared to want to go. And I remember I did a seminar, one of my very first seminars that I did in 2012. I did it and I charged $99, and I had it was an amazing event. We were in this venue for 12 hours and I charged $99 to every person that was there. And there were people who spent more on their plane ticket than spent on the event itself. Like there were people who spent more on their plane ticket and their hotel than the event. And I was there in this room for 12 hours giving everything that I had. There was this young lady who the $99 was a stretch for her, right? And when she came to the event, she got her healing. She was up there in front of the room crying in front of everybody, et cetera, et cetera. When I ended up living in my car a few years later, she came back out to comment about how part of what made me end up living in my car was because I did this event where I charged all of this money and I showed up there with a designer bag and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, I didn't even take a lunch break during this 12-hour event. And I realized that I will never again, never, ever, 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 ever again host an event where I try to cater to anybody who can't afford what the price is. So if there is anybody out there who 3K is uncomfortable for you and it makes you feel a little and you're not really exactly sure, if you if you feel that you got to look up the Travelocity rating on a cabin, then that's not it, because if we have to do this intense, we will do this intense. Come what may, no matter how it gets done, it's going to get done. No matter how it is that we need to do it, right? We're going to do it, because the most important part is getting out there and getting the experience, the information, the imparting the modalities, the rituals, the hypnotherapy, the yoga, the this, the that, whatever it is. That is what is most important. That is what's most important. And that is the target audience that I am gearing towards. Somebody who is familiar with my platform, familiar with me, and they feel that I am equipped to take them on this journey. That they feel from what it is that they have seen and experienced of me in front of the camera or behind the scenes in the text notification squad, or what it is that you feel that I can do for your life. Like, this investment is not an investment in giving me money. This is an investment in yourself and you showing up for yourself. You doing what it is that you need to do to get what it is that you feel that you need from a person that you feel can give that to you. And so so Sierra's saying, no, that's not why. I just like to see pics and visualize. Well, listen, I will tell you this. As soon as we can get the venue, as soon as, and you know what? And that whole spiel was just me reminiscing on the young lady who couldn't afford the $99 because she was like, with a bunch of these different questions and all this other stuff. So I know. So that's my own thing going on inside of me, right? Green says, I got that space in the backyard as a backer. Let me tell you, come what may, this event is going to go down. So the universe is going to try to test us, but we're going to push through, and we are going to get this done. And you're going to get what it is that you came out there for. We're going to dance around the fire. You know what? In the mountains of California, you can't really set an outdoor fire like that because it's so damn dry, right? But we will find a way. We'll find a way. Maybe I'll have to talk to the preserve and see, because the last time I was there, we couldn't have any fire near the ground, but there are barbecue pits that we can use. So and so, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So I have to get out of here. I have to go get dressed. I'm not even going to put on more makeup. I'm just going out with my face like this, maybe put on some lipstick and then go from there. I'm not even really sure what I'm wearing to my happy hour, but I just want to go out and just be among people. So let me go ahead and get ready. And I will see you all. Thank you so much for coming out. The link to, let me check the apples one more time to just make sure. Oh, there's some more apples that have come in. So let me grab these real quick. Hey, 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 hey. All right. So Deborah said, for when will you be ordering? Oh, when will you be ordering vitamin E? I usually sell the vitamin E in the spring, so that's when it is scheduled. And Erica sends $20 and says, thank you. Thank you both so much. So, so yeah, you know what, Erica, don't wear falsies because there will most likely be a lot of tears. Don't put on false eyelashes and stuff like that. Really just come and be prepared to be naked faced and just there amongst your sisters. This is not a glam type of thing. You can bring a little mascara for when you want to go out into the town or whatnot, because I'm going to give you all some time, to explore the area and stuff like that. But this is not a glam kind of thing, right? Can we invite people? You know what, Erica? I will give people during like the first week, I will give you all the opportunity to invite a person that at a discounted rate. So if you bring a person that you know is a good fit for this, but they have to meet I'm gonna write out who is the targeted audience for that. And I apologize, Sierra, for unloading my stuff on you, assuming that you meant that you wanted to see it because you wanted to check it out. That's where my mind went, because of that wound that I have from, because I remember I used to give so much. I used to give until it hurt me. And then when I was living in my car, for that girl to come out and be like, how dare you, this, that, and the other, after she had gotten the healing that she came there for. It was so crazy because I went and I posted up her testimonial in response because she wrote a testimonial to the event about how she had all of this healing. And I posted up, I just copied word for word from my website, her testimonial, and put it right there underneath her comment. And then after a while, she deleted her comment because she was arguing back and forth. And people were like, you must be crazy. But yeah, so I apologize for bringing that up on you all, right? Um, Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Let me jump out of here. I will see you all in the next video. I am running late for my event because I should be leaving. I should have left 10 minutes ago. So I'll see you all later. If you feel it in your spirit and you know that this is something that you want to do, the link to join the mailing list is in the description. As always, the people on the text notification squad are going to be alerted first. And I'm going to use this weekend to kind of, write up the page and all of that. However, we haven't gotten confirmation from the venue yet for the dates, but come what may, we're going to have it. This is going down. This is going down. Will I have a separate website for the event? No, I'm going to have a website. I'm going to put a link on my website for the event. Why do you ask, links? I want to know what do you, how will a separate website assist from what it is that you're thinking or feeling? Because one of my concerns is having a different website actually only creates confusion. So I want people to be able to go to my website and be able to find what it is that they're looking for there. So let me hear your rationale. And then I will see you all in the next video. I appreciate you all coming out. Thank you all so much. Let me start turning off some of these lights. And then start getting ready to get out of here because I have to I have to run, get changed, go up there, and then, all right. Well, we will see. Listen, Erica, Links, Faith, all of you, if you feel it in your spirit to come out to the retreat, then you know it's for you. Then yes, by all means, by all means, by all means. All right, let's see. I'm trying to see what Lynx is saying, but I don't see Lynx responding back. But let me see. I don't know what I'm going to wear. What shall I wear? What shall I wear? Okay, wonderful, wonderful. But don't worry, I'm going to send out a message to everybody who joined the mailing list. The link is in the description. I'll see you all in the next video. Tonya TKO, and I'm out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself, from what I learned in this video, was when I had that reaction to the young lady, I jumped to the conclusion that she was saying that because of a wound that I had. And I realized that when those wounds come up, that we have to acknowledge it and we have to do what it is that we need to do to heal those wounds. Because I didn't even realize that I still was holding on to feelings from that, so I need to let that go. All right. So anyway, I will see you all in the next video.